Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Godzillicus and the channel where masterclass gameplay is optional, but we hope to pass along a little bit of information to our Smile and Die Empire clan members, new guys, and anyone else out there who's tuning into this station. Hey guys, what we want to talk to you about today is side scraping. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you haven't if you're brand new to the game, but you've got your brand new OP tank, you're rolling along and you're kind of getting wrecked still. Pretty much like I am in the video right here. Well, we want to talk about side scraping, which is basically kind of covering your front end of your tank, making it difficult for the other guys to hit you. Unlike what I'm doing here today, I've got a couple of lucky bounces there, but as you kind of see, getting my shot or two in, and they're just hitting me hard. Now, side scraping is kind of using an object to kind of cover yourself on pretty much the side of your tank and popping out, not to be confused with hull down, which is getting the hull down, and the only thing exposed is your turret. Now, before we get into some gameplay where I kind of show you an example of side scraping, what I want to do first is kind of go into a program, show you. It's called Armor Inspector. It's on the Play Store and the Apple Store, also online. I'd highly recommend it if you want to check it out, but I'll show you some information off of it. Okay guys, what you're kind of looking at here is a screen out of the Armor Inspector program, and this is an ARL-44 being shot at by an ARL-44. You kind of see the tank kind of moving around. Green means a likely pin, red means probable no pin. It's not absolute, but it gives you an idea of what can happen. As you can see, as I kind of tilt the tank over, you got some sides there that turn red, while the front's remaining green. You've angled too far, everything turned green, and you got basically air the whole tank and get pinned. Now, side scraping is basically just hiding as much of that green behind a building or rock, some obstacle as you can, while angling out to kind of get shots at your opponents. Because coming straight out like this, you're just going to get pinned. And even if you're angling out in the open, you still get pinned. Now, what I want to show you now is kind of a bit of an example of what I'm showing out using Armor Inspector and a marked up drawing. I've drawn in a little bit of a black box to represent a building or object that you can hide behind. As you can see, basically when you're doing that, the only thing you can show them is a little bit of side armor and some tracks, which they really can't pin. At worst, they may track you, and you have to do some track repair. Now, the next photo kind of shows the same setup, but as you can see, the tank has kind of moved back a little bit. And all you can see is basically the same side armor and tracks. It's hard to pin, if at all. But you show a little bit of a green. There's a little bit there. If I'd angled the tank better in the program, maybe you couldn't even see that. And the whole effect of it, of course, is just to show as little to your enemy that can be pinned as is possible while maneuvering to get shots on them. And we'll go into some gameplay, and I'll kind of show you some examples of that. Now, what we're looking at is a Tier 6 matchup on Fort Despair. I'm in ARL-44. We have the heavy advantage, so I'm going down the traditional heavy alley. Setting up on a side scrape position. Notice some people capping A, so I'm going to move on up into C here and get spotted, get a bounce, armor. What you see is got a VK medium rolled up sideways, and I was in a side scraping position. He bounced once, and I bounced another. Here we go again. I track him. He bounces one more. I get back into my side scraping position, come out, get another shot into him, get a good burn on him. At this point, he kind of basically gives up and is going to move out after I get another shot in him. I've kind of moved up to re-establish my angle on the side scraping position. As the VK moves on out, we got a KV is going to come up and take his place. So the KV1 is basically doing the same thing a little more cautiously. As he moves up, he moves forward, exposes his front plate, and I get a shot in. And I believe reestablish my spot there. He gets one in on me. Well, it's not a foolproof method, but it sure helps out. Okay, now we got yet another tank coming up. Get a shot in on him, and yet another bounce. Keep moving. That's always a key. Pull out. Get the kill shot after I take one. And here we go again, reestablishing the shell back, establish position, pull out, get in the front plate, another bounce. Okay, at this point the KV is kind of just pulling back, so I'm going to push at this point because we kind of got some things collapsing around us. We need to make something happen, so take out the KV. Then I go on and push up here to the Stug, and you know, in this particular match, I end up dying here after getting a shot or two in, killing the Stug. But that's not the main point, because what I did was I held the line. I made other tanks basically push in another direction because they didn't want to deal with me. And then got my damage and got kills in and everything. And in the end, it helped my team win. So, you know, I hope that kind of demonstrates a little bit of the practical use of side scraping and helps you out a little bit. The Smile and Die Empire's collection of clans that range from the casual to the competitive. Our tournament clan is SAD21, so hey, give us a buzz in-game or contact us on Discord if you're interested.